Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. We have some very good news here. Now, we'll do a video talking about the global celebration info. It's the New Year celebration part 2 for Global Dokkan. And we have a very positive development. Let's just quickly get to that part. Okay, so the new Omega Shenron Okubi Dokkan Awakened into an LR showing up in the double rates banner. Omega... Again, the very quick thing with Omega is he is actually very good. He has a lot of tools you want in characters. Rainbow Orb changing, damage reduction, he's got a revive, he has one of these active skill attacks, right? Like, it's like he's got a lot of good stuff. But to see this guy at full power where he looks really good and is really good, you have to run him on a GT Bosses team, which is just not a competitive team, right, at all. So that's kind of like the big problem. The #1 fight for this guy is the Vegito Blue in the Gods Immortal event, where this guy will completely lock that Vegito Blue down. You have the revive, you have the debuffing, you completely control that fight. But I don't know if that's like, if you need help for that fight, this is your guy. But beyond that, I don't know. I would consider this guy the worst release of 2023. And 2023 had some major stinkers, but when you consider how needed this guy was to help many villain teams and villain characters in general, this guy is just a complete L compared to something like Super Trunks. I think is very mid, but I mean, it doesn't really matter too much on a lot of those teams. We got a much better Carnival LR Trunks anyway. And, you know, there's the Spirit Bomb Goku, who's just god awful, but it's Goku. Like, we have a million replacement options. We don't have replacement options for Omega. Like, he could have helped these teams so much. They could have made this guy a staple. All right, like, he could have been a crazy character on like 23rd World Tournament Goku's team. Like, they could have done some really fun stuff with him. I don't know. All right, so we have that. Other events including EZAs, and some good ones, by the way. Well, a good one. New stage of the challenge event. That's probably one of the best things in here, and a burst mode as well. So we have missions, and then here we go. So the banner looks like this. Now, this is a significant upgrade over the JP banner. JP had LR Future Gohan and Trunks, and the STR Carnival Goku from the Hachiak special. I mean, obviously, Gohan, and then the Goku crushed that. Now, Kid Gohan and Goku, they are exceptional in the Omega fight, in the challenge event against Omega. They're both very good in there. Obviously, AGL Carnival Goku, he could be very effective against, say, the Fusion Zamasu Red Zone stage and stuff like that. But, I mean, I think if you guys wanted to summon on this, like, go for it. Because, I mean, now at this point, you have, I think, 2 elite characters added to this. So you have, I mean, I struggle to call Omega elite, but, I mean, on the GT Bosses team, he certainly is elite, but it's, you know, then these other characters are dying next to you, right? But the thing about summoning right now in Global is, I mean, next month is 17-18 into LR Ribrian, Trash and Trash. And then after that, you have Gohan and Piccolo. I mean, I just can't stop running them on a lot of teams. So Gohan and Piccolo are a useful character, but I mean, they're certainly not something that's mega hype. So it's like Global could still be 2 months away, March 18th, Saiyan Day, for the next time Global gets like a hype character that people are going to want to summon on this day right here. So that's still many weeks away. So keep that in mind, Global players, that it's like, if you want to summon on this banner, I don't think it's going to hurt you to throw summons at this. Because, you know, again, 3 good options. It is double rates. The problem, the rest of these, this is why I typically say to not summon on these types of banners, though, because it's just like trash. Like, it's rough. I mean, this guy is like okay if AoEs didn't exist, I guess. But, I mean, here's the thing. Guess what? AoEs do exist, so. I mean, at least it's good. Global getting an enhanced banner makes a ton of sense, considering JP got this banner in July. So, yeah, like, it makes a ton of sense to make this banner much better here. All right, let's keep going. So we have packs. I think I pulled the thing up for right here. Oh, we got to talk about the survey stuff, but maybe I'll do a different video. Then I pull, yeah, here's these little packs and stuff like that. I mean, these are always a W for global players, because doesn't one of these have 5 box space in it usually? I think it does. Like if I dive, dodge, look, like we'll be able to see it in there. But anyway, yeah. So we got packs, sales, Elder Kai. Then we get to this, Easy A. I mean, these characters, I think, are also just flat out not good enough for what they're meant to be. These two, I mean, the thing is, GT bosses, like, the characters are also bad. And it's like, we need to use years-old Easy A's and just general trash is what, like, they're wanting us to use, right? Well, I mean, you look at this. Like you could use this guy against a tech boss, right? And Frieza, you could use Frieza against a int boss. Essentially, all they're contributing is the ability to be used, again, if they have type advantage. That's all. That's all you're going to get from these two, which is stupid. Again, they should be doing craziness. They should be supporting GT bosses. They should be guarding with damage reduction if they're on a full GT bosses team. Like, you know, when they give us a Carnival LR who specifically wants to be used with other, like, you know, a Carnival LR who wants to be run specifically with these types of characters, like, we have to give Omega an environment to succeed. Carnival LRs now, at this point, really have been just very busted most of the time. Right? Future Gohan, Trunks, the Carnival Goku and Gohan, I mean, they fell off a little bit when Fusion Zamasu came out, but I mean, on JP, that was 7 months, dude. Right? Like, it's, like the Carnival Gohan and Goku are good. Like, most of the Carnival LRs have been very good. So, it just is weird to me how they handled Omega. Like, it's just like, they just gave no shits, man. And then this guy, I mean, it's kind of a bummer because he could be good for the Omega fight if this would last. But, like, I mean, this guy's going to be a fish against that Omega fight. STR Omega, in Omega, they're both just blowing him away. And it's like, you know, that's our GT boss character that we could be fighting. So, a little odd. Definitely a little bit odd, for sure. All right, so you have that. Then we get this. I mean, this is obviously very good. This is the Omega Shenron fight. I do think this is the second hardest fight in the game. You start to do a bunch of runs in there. You'll see. Omega's got a lot of kind of like mechanics that are very, very tough. One of the strongest things about him, though, is the type coverage he has. His int phase towards the end, he has the exact same damage AoEs as Fusion Zamasu, except he does 3 of them, right? He attacks more. He has a lower super attack cooldown than Fusion Zamasu. It's just like he can get a little bit nasty. But then the phase before is STR Omega, who is really tough. And you guys are going to start to see that. You do a bunch of runs in there, and you'll see how nasty that STR Omega can be. With the AoEs, when he super attacks, his AoEs then do insane amounts of damage. He has a 0 cooldown on his super attack, that STR Omega. You guys will get to know him very, very well. But yeah, this is probably the most fun fight in the game. It's so funny because, I saw all these global players complaining, mostly during Worldwide, of, oh my god, every fight is the same, and, you know, all these build-up characters, we have no place to build up, and it's like, well, I mean, we got the Omega Shenron fight, man, you know, it's not on global yet. So now, like, you know, you do have a spot for some of these build-up characters, right? Like, Vegeta and Trunks are still very good in this fight. AGL Carnival Goku is very good in this fight, although you have to be careful. AGL Carnival Goku can get nuked at the very end once his guard runs out. It's a real thing. There's going to be a burst mode for the STR Omega Shenron Dokkan event stage. That's what the burst mode is actually going to be for. Oh, actually, this is just saying that the event is up during the celebration, so you can grind up the medals for Omega. Wait, no, I'm stupid. It does say burst. Yeah, this is the burst mode right there. Okay. It's just on JP. It usually shows the burst mode, doesn't it? Am I stupid? Maybe. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, on the STR Omega Dokkan event stage, that's where the burst mode is. It's I like it because the stage is a little bit different. The older Dokkan events oftentimes had like quirky gimmicks or differences and stuff like that. I love that those are the stages that they've been giving burst modes to. It's like the older Dokkan event stages, because nowadays Dokkan events are all just the same. You just get the 4-phase like fodder boss that just dies so you can get the medals. But back in the day, Dokkan events used to be the content, right? So then we have the story event is coming back, right? So you can grind up those characters, sure. A bunch of other story events are coming back. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Dokkan event? What? So a bunch of Dokkan events up, sure. Easy areas. Oh, this is returning. Okay, damn, dude, Global, you guys do have these an awful lot. This is one of the special, like, login reward things. Okay, the what is it? The lettuce harvesting. Okay, a little bit of extra like login rewards, not bad. There's going to be Extreme Super Battle Road stage. Now Baby is going to be getting his EZA. I do like Baby. I think Baby is a fairly competent character. He's not the craziest. I mean, he is pretty generic and base, just kind of like, you know, like he gets that certain defensive level, like he does like an attack stat, right? Like it's something like really special here. If your HP gets very low, he does get the high chance to dodge, which could be good. But the crazy value for Baby comes if you transform into his grade 8 mode, which again, you guys know how those grade 8 modes work, right? You're canceling the boss's ability to do super attacks, to do their AoEs, to heal, to do any nonsense that they potentially can have. This is kind of like a great utility ability that Baby's got, that ability to go grade 8. This is definitely a buff for GT bosses, right? Like that's the thing, like Baby is certainly the second best character in GT bosses, but I mean, Baby is solid, but, you know, for GT bosses to be good, there would need to be 3 better characters than Baby on GT bosses to make GT bosses good. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. So there's that. Then more story events, Patan, which everyone is going to cry about. Oh my god, Patan, time to cry about something that's nothing. It's adventures. Oh no, we're so bad about that. And then the rest of it is just the previous New Year's stuff right here, yeah. All right, so let me know what you guys think about the Global New Year Celebration Part 2 with Omega. Again, this is essentially going to be kind of like, what, like the next 2 weeks here. And then maybe sometime around the 31st or the 1st or the 2nd, we can expect 17 and 18 to drop. Now, typically, around what day are they usually coming out? Because it was, I remember 17, I remember doing the video for 17 and 18 during the 7th anniversary. Yeah, it's the 1st. Okay. So probably about the 1st exactly is when you can expect 17 and 18, so 2 weeks, yeah. So let me know what you guys think of the Omega Celebration. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.